Hello, my name's Kelsie Peterson, and I am going to discuss my general community assessment for the family that I did my assessment on last week. So some information for the Knox County area. I have grouped the population by age, sexuality, race, and ethnicity. And if you look starting from the left, it shows you the age group, the total population, of that population, what is male, female, Caucasian, Caucasian male, Caucasian female, African American, African American male, African American female, and then the category group other. And also on the far right has the category group Hispanic, Hispanic male and female as well. So currently for the total population, as of 2010 from the Tennessee Health Department, it states that there is 432,226 people living in the Knoxville area. Of that was 210,000 males and 222,000 females. When assessing the environment that my family lived in, the buildings seemed to be all accessible to all. Ramps and handicaps were noted for public buildings, and there was street entrances to the main street there. The housing in his neighborhood was up to date, clean, well kept. There were nice yards, but it also is winter, so there was no cars or trash or anything like that noted in the neighborhoods. Some public places that was noted was that there was the Cedar Bluff Library that was nearby. There is currently a meeting area there, and it states on the library website that access would not be denied on the basis of race, religion, national origin, or physical or mental disability. It's open to all. There was some close by restaurants that was also open to all. There was handicap and ramps available for those. You could tell that majority of the people there were people from the community in that neighborhood, and there was multiple ethnicities and diversity noted. Currently in the Knoxville area, there's over 93 parks. 17 of those were noted to be in the West Knoxville area. On the City of Knoxville's website, they do state that the parks are open from dawn to dusk unless otherwise posted. The park that was nearby, which was the Cedar Bluff, and it was the West Hills Park, it was very clean, but they were all well kept. The Concord and Lakeshore Parks both have sporting facilities. The Concord Park also has basketball courts, a volleyball court, tennis courts, and also a baseball fields. And then it seems that the West Hills Park, when I visited at the playground, there was just a playground and a couple eating areas there. So for the area of Knoxville for culture, obviously there's a wide variety of restaurants for individuals to eat at. There's also the Bijou and Tennessee Theater that do performing arts. As far as culture and history, there's the Ramsey House, Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, Museum of Art, Museum of Appalachia, Children's Museum of Oak Ridge, the McClung Museum of Natural Science and Culture, and the Old Smoky Railway Museum. Most of these are accessible via the CAT system, which is the Knoxville Area Transit bus system. The Women's Basketball Hall of Fame is, Museum of Art is, the Museum of Appalachia also was, the Children's Museum of Oak Ridge was not, and the Old Smoky Railway Museum was. In the person's neighborhood, there were sidewalks present. The buildings that were there on the side of the road were in nice condition and nice appearance. I did not notice any trees that were planted. There was some private owned houses on that road. They obviously did have trees and shrubs, but nothing that seemed to be planted via the city or anything like that. And it was a relatively clean despite some litter noted on the sides of the streets. Let's see. I did not notice any pedestrians during the day. But when I was driving through that area at the dusk or nighttime, I did note 2 or 3 individuals on the sidewalks. It was not a well-lit area, so it was not convenient for that. For commercial activity, there's restaurants, gas stations, a barber shop, a tattoo and piercing shop, grocery store, and a car dealership. As for the signs, they were written in English, informative to the local hospital, which was Park West, and also the interstate location on how to get to I-40. And then one sign showed directions to the library. For industry, there's a concrete plant, Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and the medical care manufacturing plant also. For the land use, major roads did seem to divide the community. There are open spaces. There are those parks and areas of recreational. It does seem to be distributed equally throughout the community. It's not like one area has a significant amount of parks compared to the other. The industrial areas seem to be on the outskirts for the most part in the community. For the conditions of the roads, they seem to be subpar. I did notice some potholes and that 1 or 2 of the streetlights were not functioning correctly. And it also seems to be happening throughout the whole community. It's not just in the area that I was in. There is access to water, electricity, phone, wastewater treatment, waste disposal areas. I don't know if there's always trash pickup everywhere, but in this current area, you would go to a dump. And that seemed to be noted throughout. For public transportation, currently we have the Knoxville area transit. There's 23 routes servicing over 1,500 bus stops, and it reaches about 80% of all Knoxville residents within a half mile. To qualify for a reduced fee, you have to be over the age of 65. You can be a Medicare card member, disabled, or student under the age of 18. And they do also offer a free trolley, and there's 3 routes in the downtown area. On the right-hand side, to operate, there's two prices. For a one-day pass, for a regular person, it's $4. If you qualify for the reduced fee, it's $2. And it's so forth and goes down to here. If you go to the 20 ride pass, you were reduced, you paid $12.50. And then if you were not reduced, it'd be $25. And the transfer, after reading on the website, what that means is if you need to transfer a route at any time, so if you're going to get on one bus and go to another bus to get to your destination, it costs 50 cents for a regular person and 25 cents for reduced. I changed my route of going to work so I could see what the traffic patterns were for the area. They do appear to be more congested between the 7 to 9 a.m. area and the 4 to 7 p.m. I didn't note any congestion or increased traffic or anything like that in between those times. I did notice all vehicle types from semis to SUVs and regular cars. I did not notice any bike lanes or any bike racks at any of the local public areas. There's over, for environmental quality, there's over 22 acres of community parks available. Like I said earlier, they are spread out equally through the community. When you're traveling on the larger roads like Middlebrook Pike, Kingston Pike, obviously on the interstate. I did smell exhaust fumes. They were prevalent. The water does appear to be clear and clear of any contamination and waste. The race and ethnicity is diverse and prevalent throughout the community. So for the faith communities, I am showing that there are several Baptist churches, Methodist churches, Episcopal, St. George's Orthodox Church, which is a Greek religion church, Sacred Heart Catholic Church, First Presbyterian, St. John's Lutheran Church, and the Masonic Temple, all located in the Knoxville area. For health services, we have the University of Tennessee Medical Center in Knoxville, Park West Medical Center, Tenova Turkey Creek, Tenova North, the East Tennessee Regional Health Department and Knoxville Health Department, the Realm Health Clinic and Children's Hospital, East Tennessee Children's Hospital. As noted, or you may know of, we recently just shut down a hospital in our area, Physicians Regional Medical Center, that was in the downtown area. This has severely impacted the local hospitals, especially with the ER wait times and the capacity that we are at now. Unfortunately, we've had to divert some people due to how many cases we were getting there for a while. Let's see. For community and public services, on the City of Knoxville, they provide information on CARM, Salvation Army, Volunteer Ministry Center, Cherokee Health, Peninsula, and Meals on Wheels. CARM is really well known for helping our homeless, as well as the Salvation Army and the Volunteer Ministry Center. A lot of, people benefit from these services, and it allows them, especially in the colder months, a warm place to sleep. Cherokee Health and Peninsula are two great medical centers that provide a low income, or depending on your insurance, can be covered completely, mental health screenings. Peninsula is more of a inpatient type. So if you have somebody that needs to be adjusted on their meds and it needs to be over a week or longer, they're really great for that. Cherokee Health is good for keeping up with those people in the long-term effect. Also, Meals on Wheels is a wonderful service that helps a lot of our older members of our community, as well as the disabled. It provides them a fresh lunch or dinner, and it can either be heated or cold to whatever their liking is, but it's a super nice service that is provided through volunteers. Let's see. Community safety, there's 2 police districts. The main office is currently in downtown Knoxville. There is the East District and the West District, with several police stations involved with that. The East is obviously on the east side of Knoxville, and it's between that 75 marker that goes from north to south and goes to the left to the east, and the opposite for west. The fire department currently has 21 stations throughout the Knox County community, and is very beneficial to helping serve our residents. The public school systems were budgeted appropriately throughout, and all appear to be in good condition. It does not appear that any school system was left out due to the community it's in or the neighborhood it's in. They're all being treated equally, which is a great thing. For higher education, there is the Pellissippi State Community College. There's 4 locations currently: the Hardin Valley, Strawberry Plains, Division Street, and Magnolia. University of Tennessee has the downtown location. South College, Tennessee Wesleyan, and Lincoln Memorial University all are in the West Knoxville area. Pellissippi State and University of Tennessee, they both really are prevalent and open to the community. They allow for especially both Pellissippi and University of Tennessee, they have transportation to and from those locations to better assist our community, especially for those who are without a vehicle. Current political activity, I'm not seeing any current signs. I didn't notice anything especially through my morning and afternoon commutes to and from work. But I have noted, though, that during the election times, there are signs noted. For community organizations, currently there's the Fountain City and West Knoxville Lions Club, CARM, Salvation Army, and Remote Area Medical. Remote Area Medical is a wonderful service that's provided. It's based out of the Maryville location, or Blount County. And what they do is usually around February of every year, they will host a medical field. They provide dentist, medical, and vision services for free. It's all through a volunteer service, and it's for the Knoxville community, and it's held in the East Knoxville part of town. And I've personally been there, and I have donated my time, and it's a great cause for the community, and it helps a lot of individuals. You have people that will wait all night just to participate and get the coverage and care that they need. For our media, we currently have WAIT, WBIR, WVLT, which are all news media stations that are on TV. And then for our newspaper, we have the Knoxville News Sentinel. So culture and socioeconomic statuses differ in each area of the community, which is very noted. The school system overall is well maintained and equally contributed to each school, no matter the district. And in certain parts of the community, bars do cover the windows due to the increased criminal activity. The feel of the community, I would say, is overall a safe environment. It's very diverse. It's rich in culture and history. And there is plenty of parks and recreational areas to truly enjoy the area. And there's also a lot of, I'm trying to think of how to word it. There's also a lot of events and activities for our community, like the Dogwoods Arts Festival, that allows the community to come together and enjoy the beautiful East Tennessee area. And on the last page here is a copy of all my references used during this presentation. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.